Hey there, everyone. For all you collectors out there that have suffered through gum and wax stains on your cards, um, this is a short video of how to remove them simply by using a nylon. Thankfully, my wife had some clean nylons, so I was able to grab a pair. So I am going to, as you can see, this card is very well wax stained. I have 26 in the collection I purchased that had wax stains. That was part of the deal. He said they had wax stains. I thought, okay, you know what? I'll get it. I got a good deal on it, so figured, what can I lose? So, as you can see from that card and this one here, we'll start with those two. This one's not so badly stained. You know, the stain's not so bad. This one's got quite a bit on there. So we'll start with the Bobby Russo. Okay. And as you see, there it is pretty stained. I'll move it over here so you can see a little bit more. Sorry for the camera angles. I'm not the best photographer here, but there it shows you a little bit there. So what you want to do is you want to get your nylon, and you have to add some pressure to it. Just a little bit of pressure. Try not to use your fingernail because that will scar the card, but you want to just go rub it up and down until you can feel it leaving the card. Again, it may not completely remove it because the stain's been there. Well, this set's from 6970, O-Pee-Chee set, hockey. So it's probably well into the card. But I'm going to continue rubbing and see if we can get that one off. Didn't completely come off. I'm not really happy with that, but a good majority has come off. So we'll just keep rubbing here. I started with the lower grade cards. That way I'm not destroying a higher grade card. I mean, you can't really destroy it much more than with the gum stain. You can make it look a little bit better. So as you can see, this one here, I was unable to get rid of the gum stain there, but a good majority of the gum stain or glue stain is now gone. You can hold it up to the light. I've got a couple of good lights here. You can see some more there. Okay, that's pretty much all I can do with that one. There's not much more we can do with that one. So let's move on to the Cliff Coral. Cliff Coral, it's slightly gum stained. There's some, you can see it on the card. So I will see if I can remove this one a little bit better. And this one's turning out a little bit better than the last one. And you just rub it away. You can feel the gum stain below your fingertips when you're rubbing it and when you're feeling it. The problem is that they've been on there so long that chances are there's going to be some staining. There's little you can do about that. But you can make it look a lot better. I mean, I made that card look very nice compared to what it was. There's still slight staining here on the right side or left side of the card because I'm holding it upside down. But I'll see if I can rub some more. You want to be careful with the corners and the sides. You don't want to crease it. You don't want to accidentally damage it. When you hold it up to the light, you now can see that the gum stain is gone. So we'll move on to the next one. Normie almond. Okay, so you can see the gum stain here. You can feel it when you don't have your glove on. You just slowly push on the card, and you see how this gum stain comes off. So I'll just turn it around here. Okay, see another one right there. Okay, and so now I prefer to use a clean nylon rather than a dirty one, but for those guys out there that like to live dangerous, you can always use a dirty one. I'm sure that it's not bad if you're doing it on commons, but I wouldn't do it on an Orr rookie or a Gretzky rookie. And even a Gretzky rookie or a rookie doing this, I mean, you do stand a chance to damage it, so, beware. But we've cleaned up that card very well. There's a little left there. And just see if I can get some of the rest, some of this here. There we go. Well, it's a lot better. I mean, it makes the card's value go up a little bit. Again, that's number 3. And I did say I had 26 cards of the set. I won't do all 26. I'll do 10 of the worst ones I had. This one, Brad Park. And if we look at the backs are much harder. If there's gum stains or glue stains on the back, because of the surface, they're much harder to remove. I haven't tried yet. I usually leave that. There's a little bit here, but it's not too bad. But if we flip it over again, you can noticeably see. You can see the gum stains. I mean, you can see it here. You can see it here. So I'm going to take a little bit more time with the park. I should take time with all of them, but I've done a few of them now, so I've gotten pretty good at not damaging the cards. I had a Gretzky second year that I had graded, and it was, I mean, I had another card in Gretzky that was not nearly as good, Gretzky second year, that was graded a 5, and this one was graded like, I don't know, it looked a lot better, and it was graded like a 3. So I asked the grader, what would cause that? And he mentioned that it could be a gum stain on the card, and that, he knew a way of removing it. And so I had him regrade the card, take it out of the case, and he ended up giving it an 8. I think it was 8.5 or 9. It was a very nice card. So the value went up substantially. Now you see again, the park here is going to be very difficult, the white here, but it seems to have been coming out really well. So there, that one, that's all it takes. Again, you can't do much about the white. Unfortunately, the borders, they hold the stain slightly more, and if you do too much, you do rub away the surface, and I don't want to take a chance in doing that. Just get rid of some of the remnants. So some surface stains there. It does affect the value of the card, but it's far nicer than with the gum stain. So that's number 4. Just polish it up a little bit. Again, watch your fingernails. Watch that. You don't want to put a dent in the card. Well, next up, Mr. Tim Horton. Anybody in Canada, I'm pretty sure that you've gone to Timmy's, had a double-double. Me, preferably, I like the single-single. So, we'll see if we can clean this card up a little bit more. Again, it's just some pressure. You can feel the staining come off. And as you can see already, I mean, a lot has been removed. You just slowly take your finger over. Now I would flip that over, so I don't want to damage the card. And there you go. And that's pretty much it for that. There's a little bit of staining on there. I mean, look at the difference. If you saw it beforehand, rather than on video, it's so much nicer now. I mean, it's clean. The gum stain is now gone. You can just slowly polish it up a little bit. Again, you can feel the gum stain if there's any remnants left. That's number 5. Okay, and who do we got next? We got Eddie Jacquemin. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. There's some gum stain here on the shoulder, here. I'll start with this. See if I can get rid of some of that on the white there. Okay, there you go. It's taken off quite a bit. It's hard to see in the light sometimes for some of the cards, but you just turn it over and start again. There we go. Not bad. A slight bit here, but all in all, the gum stain is now gone, and you can feel the card. I mean, the card does not feel any different after, afterwards, from an ordinary card, but it is noticeably different. I mean, it'd be hard to sell, or add to your collection. You can still see some here, so I will continue on. And I will see about this in the light. There's a little bit here too. That's okay. We're not in no hurry. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, again, the white side, the white borders make it very difficult with the age of the cards. It sets into the white. But all in all, the Jacquemin is done. Maybe a little bit right there. There you go. So we move on to Gary Croteau. Okay, now as you can see, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the stains there. See the stains there? Quite noticeable. Quite noticeable. So we will start here. You see how it's on the white. Hold the card firmly and see how it comes right off. Alright, we'll change part of the nylon. I don't want to get it dirty. And we'll just keep rubbing here. I will turn the card around. It's far easier. Yeah, see, there's some staining here that will not come out. It's just it's into the card, and you don't want to do too much to it. Even with the commons, just if you're selling or if you're trading, just be honest with the person. If you're doing it, they'll like it, and honesty is always the best policy. If if you know there's gum stain, tell them. But there you go. As you can see, the Gary Croteau now looks far nicer. Yes, up here there's some stains, but it's into the card, so there's very little you can do. You can try to rub it out more, but again, you may damage the card. Alright, onto the Pete Stemkowski. Okay, again, you can see it quite noticeable there. If we turn the card around here, quite noticeable there. See right here, right there. So we will start with right here where the green is. If you can see it there, it's a little bit, you can't really notice it too much here, but it's there. You can see it up close, so just a little bit of pressure, and voila, gum stain be gone. Gum or wax, it doesn't really matter to me because it's unsightly on a card. Okay, so there's that one side done. I'll just polish it up a little bit more just to confirm. And then we'll just move over to this side here. This side here is quite noticeable over here, as you can see. We will just slowly remove that. And I will just feel with my fingertips to see if there's any more. Try to grab it if you can, hold it in the light. I do see some more right here, so I will remove that. And it looks like it's pretty much off. Maybe just a little bit here. There. The white border again. This is my third time saying it. You can scrub away, but it will not come off. For some of them it will, but others it just stays on. So we'll move on to the next one. Got two more, so bear with me. Okay, Leo Boyven, very noticeable stains. You can see it there, all across the middle, noticeable here. So we will start with this side here first, and just slowly remove that. And so we move through the card where you know the stain is. And there you go. So I will turn it over, and you can notice there's quite a bit of stain here. It's right all over right here. I'll start with the border, pressing down again, firm enough to remove it, but not too hard to damage the card. Did I mention the white border before? I think I did. It's kind of a downer, but it doesn't detract totally from the card. You do what you can do. We just have to hold it up to the light now and see if there's any other remnants. There's some right here, so we will just brush up right here. I'm going to turn this around here and just see if I can just remove a little bit of there. Okay, well that's not bad. All right. Finally, we will go for Charlie Birds. There it is again, the stains, quite a bit of stains. I'm going to start right here and see what happens. There we go. Slowly take it off. Okay, so I'll just get a little other piece of here. Clean that up a little bit more there. See, the white side came up really nice there. So we go over to this side, and here we go to this one, and we see about removing that. I'm going to take my time with the white here and see if I can just remove it without it staining the card, but very tough, very tough. Most of it is removed now. There's a little bit of staining here, but all in all, I mean, it's far better than it was. So there's number 10. There's a little bit here I should just try to scratch out. You try your best to do the white side, but of all the ones I've done, I found that even with a clean, moving this around, it doesn't seem to come out as good as I would like it. It doesn't seem to. So that's it. I'll give you a quick rundown. I've got a few more that are here. You can do the rod. I do the rod sealing. The Tony Esposito here. You can't really see the gum stain, unfortunately, but it is really bad on this one. If I can just get it to there, you can see it a little bit in the light. But when you're looking at it here, it's far worse. So again, you know what? If you're going to do this, beware. You can damage the cards, but you take your time. I had doubles and triples of these, so it wasn't too bad. But if it's an important card in your collection, take your time. So if you're ever looking for a deal, just come to Canucks Card 63 on eBay, and I'll have it in the link. And good luck with removing your gum stains in the future.